shoots. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. He got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back after this word. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And it's Brand in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And the basket by Rush.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Atlanta leading by 8. Here's Rainman. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
So it's Orlando now. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
Here's Rush. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Ricochet, he's checked in for Atlanta. Harrison, he's checked in for Orlando. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Rainman. His last outing, he had 20. The rebound by Harrison. Magic trail by 9. Out to the wing. Here's Cartwright. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
Pass to Harrison. Launches it. The rebound by Atlanta. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And Atlanta making a change here. Williams is checked in. And a change for the Magic. Murk's checked in. The Hawks lead by 12. Here's Rainman. He's got 27. That one goes in. Rainman's got 29.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Burke. Here's Cartwright. Orlando again missing. Pass to Rainman. From downtown. Rush grabs the board. Magic trail by 14. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Burke. Connects from downtown. Burke's got 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Change here. Monroe's checked in. .157 left in the second. Right wing. Here's Rayman. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Harrison. He has 7. Down low. Here's Burke. Williams grabs the board. The Hawks lead by 14. Here's Rayman. And down it goes. 2 points. Rayman's got 34.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Harrison, the pass to Madsen. Here's Burke. 5 on the clock. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. He had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Rayman, that's good. Rayman's got 36 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
50 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Magic trail by 16. Pass to Madsen. Here's Christie. Here's Burke. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Here's Rayman. Off target from outside. Here's Harrison. He's got 7. Pass to Christie. Burke on the wing. Unloads. No good with a jumper from the wing. And so it's Atlanta with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Atlanta Hawks.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
You know, right now for the Hawks, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So it's Atlanta now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. Orlando in second.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. And it's Mason in at the 4 slot.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Rain Man. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside, here's Christie. And the layup is good off the glass.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Atlanta leading by 11. Here's Rain Man. He's got 36 points. No good on the 3.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Harrison. Here's Burke. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Rayman. Counted from distance. Rayman's got 39. Magic trail by 14. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Burke, it's good.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Shot from 12. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Rayman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Here's Cartwright. Pass to Burke. Puts one up from 19. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Rayman. And the Hawks with another 3.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Pass to Harrison. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Here's Burke. 12 points for him. To the middle. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
One shot.
And that one misses. Atlanta leading by 12. Here's Rayman. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And there's 1:38 left in the third. Here's Burke. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lets it fly. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Christie. Here's Burke from deep. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Rayman. And got it. Another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Atlanta leading by 16. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
His first, team first.
Atlanta shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Pass to Murk. The 3 is up. The shot no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Drives to the hoop. The shot by Rainman, no good. Robbed. Graham passes to Rainman.
That's a foul. His second, team second.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Number 12. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Here's Cartwright. Jacks up a 3. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Atlanta on top, leading by 17. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We got Risache, and it's Gill in a 2-guard. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Rush. Williams defending. Rush, the pass to Harrison. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Brand.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Gill. Here's Hall. Here's Risache. There's the 3. Williams from long range. The rebound by Harrison. Magic trail by 17. From 12 feet. Rebound Atlanta. Brand's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Pass to Gill. The 3 is up. The rebound by Harrison. Harrison's got 4 rebounds now. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Rizachet. And Atlanta misses again.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Harrison. Fires the three. No rebound by Atlanta. Brand's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Gill. And Murk pulls it down. Here's Harrison. Pass to Wong. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta leading by 15. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Gill, no. Orlando has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Williams defending. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Make some noise with your ATL dancers.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the paint. Here's Burke. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's Rainman. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Mason.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. Better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Cartwright. Pass to Burke. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Burke's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
The three. Rainman, that's good. Rainman's got 58.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Hawks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Rayman.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping.
Here's Cartwright. Pass to Christie. Here's Harrison. To the inside.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
His first team first. Shooting for Orlando. Mason taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Atlanta with it. They led the game at one point by 20. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Rayman. Another bucket! Wow!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught.
Assisted.
Here's Hall. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Rayman. Can't connect. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Wins pay the bills, baby. Visualize a win tonight, then go out and take it.
Members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and one community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show once again. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
Fans live for games like this one.
See how Kansas rally time will all be join us. And Hawk fans, we hope to see you at our next giveaway. The first 10,000 fans through the door will receive a pair of Hawk socks. A great item to bring to school or summer camp to prove you are true to Atlanta.
Visit the team's website for more information for availability of any upcoming game.
Moments away as the drama awaits. From Atlanta, Georgia, the Raptors taking on the Hawks. For the Toronto Raptors, currently ranked 9th in the East, right on the playoff bubble. Every game, every win, so vital. Hawks, Raptors, the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. Then on Friday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Moody is out there with ball. Then it's Woodson. Then it's Bonner. And it's Caldwell in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Williams is out there with Rizachet. Then there's Monroe. And it's Rain Man. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And teams getting geared up right for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the locker room.
And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And he's been producing. Maybe he hasn't been spectacular, but he has been effective. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him take it up a notch or two over the next few games.
Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. And Clark, how do you stop that? Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Kings in Sacramento. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. To Bonner. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Moody with it. Now Monroe defending. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. To Caldwell. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. They're in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Now, here's Moody. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. He takes it in. Woodson. The shot, no good. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Rain Man. Hits the three-point bomb. Rain Man's got 6 points.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Moody. And again, Toronto no up. That's the Hawks ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Rain Man. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Raptors trail by 8. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Teams changing it up here. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. The Raptors in second.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Holland, the pass to Moody. There's 1:47 left to play here in the first. Traps in the tray.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Atlanta.
Hall passes to Ward. And Monroe kicks to Williams. Misses the 3. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Moody. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. They get it again. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Atlanta's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Pass to Ward from deep. Atlanta again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Simmons. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Hall. No good again that time.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The shot from the low post is good. 10 points for him.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the lead to shreds.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Raptors lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Simmons. Webb out there with Moody. Then there's Holland. And it's Caldwell, and it's small forward. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against the Magic, delivered quite a performance. He scored an amazing number of points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Another three for Atlanta. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
That three off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Beyond the arc. Simmons pulls it in. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Moody with it. He has 5. It's good from long range. Moody's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
So for the Hawks, Williams is checked in for Dunn. Reza Shea is coming in for Brand. And Monroe's subbed in for Gill. Then for the Raptors, Bonner comes in for Holland. And Ball subbed in for Webb.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Toronto. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Moody. Atlanta with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed. Played from beyond the three-point arc.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Holland, he's checked in for Toronto. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's a good screen. Moody. Off target from outside. Hawks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Monroe. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And the first one drops. Atlanta making a switch here. Hall's checked in. So he gets them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Holland. Back to Ball. Fires the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ball's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now, here's Moody. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ball. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Ricochet wide open. From outside off the mark. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Pass to Holland. Now Ball. And here's Potter from the arc. They get the rebound. Holland, no good.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. To the inside. The kick out to Ball. Shoots. Wide open shot is on the money. Ball's got 17 now.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
With the step back. From deep 3-point land. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Raptors up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Glancing at the upcoming schedule, when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar?
I mean, not really. I just assumed they would be an easy win for us, aren't you?
Kenny, now you tripping. You know, I always give your teams the business. I know, except in the finals when you swept us.
I should have known not to ask that question. And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Toronto. The lead is 2. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Rain Man. Then there's Monroe. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Rain Man. The 3. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Toronto shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Moody. Rebound by Williams. Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Rain Man. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Woodson. Still without a basket. Moody with it. Monroe on him. And he can't bank that one in.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Rain Man. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Caldwell. He gives the team some steady offense. A bit under 10 points a game. And Cole slams it in.
Big hop from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Now, Moody, after the missed 3 from Raymond. Now, Ball. He's got 19. Back to Moody. Over Williams. Moody's shot is off.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the middle, Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Ward, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Raptors also making a change. Simmons checked in for Bonner. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Moody. Outside, Simmons. Moody with it. To the left wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Fires from deep. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from the Rain Man.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Moody finds ball. And here is Simmons. Pass the ball. Launches a three. Rebound by Monroe. Here's Atlanta. They're on an 11-2 run. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Rain Man with the bucket.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Raptors trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to ball. Three-pointer. It's good. That takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Here's Rain Man. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Holland is checked in for the Raptors. Webb comes in for ball. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. Rain Man. Another three for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Raptors trail by 13. And here is Moody. 8 points for him. Pass to Holland. A three ball. Atlanta with the rebound. Monroe's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rain Man. 37 points for him. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. We've got ball. Bonner is out there with Simmons. Then there's Holland. And it's Moody in at the 2. And that one's good. Reza Shea. Reza Shea has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Atlanta. Now, here's Moody. Teardrop shot, and that one drops. Here's Hall.